Hi, everyone. This week, we are looking at the aspect of interactive writing in a balanced literacy framework. In interactive writing, the teacher and the students negotiate the text together. Through conversation based on a common experience, they generate the text. Then they start to physically write the text, and at specific points as they're writing, the teacher may call on specific students to come and write maybe a specific letter or a word, or to provide a space in the writing based on what those students need at the time. It is not that every child gets a turn every time you do interactive writing. It's not about whose turn it is. It's about what those children specifically need. We mainly see interactive writing in preschool, kindergarten, first and second grade classrooms, but there are intermediate teachers that use it also, and it's very effective in the intermediate grades. As I said before, interactive writing can be explained as the co-construction of a large text by students and the teacher. So there are elements of interactive writing that happen every time. You're using conversation to support this writing process. You're creating a common text, and it is usually on a piece of chart paper, and you're using a dark marker. The reason for that is it can be displayed around the room as a resource for the children to reread, find known words. During interactive writing, the children are writing for authentic purposes. You can use this throughout the school day. It might be to write the morning message, to extend a story that you have read in read aloud or shared reading, to write a survey question that you want to post in the hallway for other students to read and answer. It might be to label items in the classroom. It might be to make a list of things that are needed for art that day. It could be a letter. It just needs to be authentic. It needs to have a real purpose. And the students need to understand that when we are writing for an audience. Someone else is going to read it. So we want the conventions to be correct. As you are writing the text, you are rereading what you have written each time so that the students have that in their head and they know what they're going to be writing next. Yes, it can be time intensive and at times seem laborious, but the instructional value is second to none. The students are learning much about, one, phonemic awareness, phonics, mechanics of writing, sentence structure. Again, take some time to read the excerpt from Stan Swartz's book, Interactive Writing and Interactive Editing. At the end of this week, you're going to be able to create and teach an interactive writing lesson with one or more students. There are videos for you to watch. And please remember, interactive writing is not having the students copy something that you have written. You are creating it together. There are many supplemental resources for you to use. There are a couple additional reading assignments this week. This is from Reading Rockets, and it's about interactive writing. Reading assignment 2. Extending interactive writing into grades 2 through 5, which is also from Reading Rockets. Please review our video guidelines. Here is the rubric that I will be using to score your videos. Do you have a clear understanding of the interactive writing process? Are your activities appropriate for the target age of your student? Do you have a complete lesson plan? And what was the implementation of the lesson? So, using all of the information you have gained regarding the interactive writing process, you're going to create and teach a lesson to your case study student. You may teach the lesson to multiple children if you feel comfortable doing that. Please use the attached lesson plan form to plan the lesson. Please remember to be explicit with your objectives. Videotape yourself teaching this lesson and post the lesson plan and the video to the discussion board. Please be sure that your video is marked public so that we can view it. And I want to talk for a moment about the lesson plan template. By the end of the lesson, the student will be able to, here's your objective. And please remember that it needs to be linked to a standard from the Ohio Learning Standards. What is your specific focus? Is it mechanics? Is it phonics? Is it the craft of writing? Oftentimes, teachers will use a mentor text as a model if they're talking about a specific aspect. Maybe they're talking about the hook the writer uses in the very beginning of the story. And with intermediate classrooms, I've seen this often. They write a hook together. After completing your lesson, what went well and what could you improve? If you have questions, please ask me. Thank you.